Welcome back to another episode of Tips and Tricks with your favorite instructor, Instructor Shelton. Today, I have an extra special guest, Miss Victoria Dickerson. How are you doing, Miss Victoria?
I'm doing good, thank you. How are you?
Good. Victoria is a young author, and one thing that Tips and Tricks will always do is amplify the voice of education and highlight our young authors. And I want to make sure that I highlight Miss Victoria. Victoria, what grade are you in?
I am in fourth grade.
Oh, I love that. Fourth grader. Isn't that wonderful? So, what is the name of your book, Victoria?
The Adventures of Super Vickie.
Yay! I love that. The Adventures of Super Vickie. And where can people find The Adventures of Super Vickie?
You can find it on Amazon and you can find it in the Bookworm and Powder Springs.
I love that. Bookworm. I'm writing it down while you say it. And Powder Springs. I love that. All right, so tell us a little bit about the book. What is your book about?
It's about a little girl named Vickie who becomes a superhero.
Oh, is she fighting crime?
Yep.
I love that. All right, Victoria. So you told us a little bit about your book. What advice can you give other young writers when people look at this episode and say, hey, I'm in the third grade or I'm in the second grade, I want to be a writer. What advice can you give them, Victoria?
There's a lot of commitment and it's a lot of hard work.
Definitely a lot of commitment, definitely a lot of hard work. And does mom help?
Yeah, she helps me a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, look, I have a young author too here, and I have to help her sometimes just to help with time management because it can be a huge undertaking, but it is so worth it in the end to be able to hold up a book and say, look at what I did in the fourth grade. I'm an author. Can you believe that? Can you believe you are a published author?
It's very hard to believe.
All right, so would you mind just giving us a little taste of your book? Would you mind? Can you read a little excerpt from your book? And by excerpt, I mean like 2 sentences. We're going to give the audience just a little bit, enough to get them interested so that they can click on the link.
Okay. Let's see. I read the first page.
Okay.
Vickie was just a normal 7-year-old girl in second grade. She was smart, energetic, and cared about helping people. She loved the colors pink and purple and enjoyed regular kid stuff like playing games with her family. Until one day...
Oh, one day, now we got a cliffhanger. Until one day... Well, thank you so much, Victoria, for joining me on Tips and Tricks. I really appreciate it. This was super fun, and I want to make sure that I let everybody know where your book can be found. So I am going to put in the link that your book can be found on Amazon, on Bookworm, and on Powder Springs. And the name of your book again is?
The Adventures of Super Vickie.
Yes, this has been another episode of Tips and Tricks with your favorite instructor, Instructor Shelton, our young author, Miss Victoria Dickerson. See you guys later.
Bye.